some rather unfortunate news for UNC, my University of Miami and Duke. And a lot of this is because of UNC. So UNC Monday defeated Duke 91-87 in their huge rivalry game because Duke and UNC is probably one of the biggest sports rivalries in of all time. And after that game, two players on UNC and a couple of coaches and manager as well, Dayron Sharp and Armando Baycott, they went partying without masks, and there were a lot of people that were not wearing masks as well in that video that weren't really connected to the team. But because of that, the UNC versus the Miami game that had to be postponed on top of Duke versus Miami. So UNC's actions cost Duke and Miami not to play each other. So, you know what, Nate? I'll start off first because I'm a huge UNC basketball fan. You know what I'm saying? They brought Michael Jordan into the NBA, and I am forever grateful for Michael Jordan. And I'm just a huge UNC fan. I love everything about the program, except for when it comes to this stuff right here. Okay, because they got into trouble with this. In the past, they've gotten into trouble with grades and how they were passing people when they didn't deserve to be passed. I can't stand it, dude. I don't know what it is when my college teams want to get into trouble. I have no clue what it is. Every single Notre Dame and UNC, Notre Dame's football team wants to go do illegal recruiting. UNC wants to go party without masks. I don't understand it. Why can't you just get out of trouble and play the game of basketball or play the game of football? I don't understand it. So anyway, they have released an apology to Duke itself, and this is the apology right here, and I quote: Saturday night, a number of player and managers, not just the one shown in the video that was seen, got together to celebrate our win at Duke. Their statement said, "Our intention was to celebrate privately within our group. Unfortunately, we allowed several friends who are not members of the team to join the gathering. We were inside and not wearing masks, which were mistakes. We apologize for not adhering to the university and athletic department's guidelines and apologize to Coach Williams and his staff for not stepping forward when he first addressed it with us on Sunday. We have worked too hard for 8 months doing the right things to make those kinds of mistakes at this point of the season. We are hopeful we will be able to play again soon and wish to remind everyone to stay safe so this pandemic will be over as soon as possible." All right. Okay, Nate. So UNC goes partying without masks, okay? Not only can they not play the game against the University of Miami, the U can't play against Duke neither. So you understand what the problem here? You understand how and this is a perfect example of how actions might not only just affect you, it might affect somebody else that might have nothing to do with it. Because of UNC's actions, now Duke can't play. Now Miami can't play. Why? Because it was a whole gathering and they wanted to go partying without masks, or they wanted to have a gathering without masks. And now, because they were around Duke and because they were supposed to play University of Miami, now they can't. You get what I'm saying? So now Duke has to lose out on the game. And don't get me wrong, I am not a Duke fan. Any UNC fan is not a Duke fan, and any Duke fan is not a UNC fan. We know about this. When Zion said, "I'm choosing Duke," I wanted to cry. Simple. But hey, look. But let me tell you something. I'm here to admit when wrong is wrong, and right now UNC is in the wrong, and because of it, Duke has to pay. And I do feel bad for Duke, and this is going to be one of the very few times I feel bad for Duke. But let me tell you something. This is just a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like, athletes, they have especially with COVID, they have certain things that they need to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, your college athletes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might not be like role models right now, but you will be. And I hope they can take this as a learning experience and what not to do. And I hope the players and the people that were partying, I hope they do learn their lesson and they realize that, like, hey, look, we play a team like probably once every like a couple times a week or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And us doing this is putting not only us at risk, but the team that we're going to play at risk too, and others who are not even playing us. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole circle. The one thing you do can affect so many others that have nothing to do with it. Now, with that being said, I really don't have anything to say about this. All I'm saying is I wish Duke and University of Miami, and especially UNC, especially the players and coaches that were not involved and the people part of that team that were not involved, I wish them the best of luck. And hopefully everybody who was part of this incident can just learn from it.
Mario, man, you got some explaining to do. You got some explaining to do. What is with your damn college team and doing stupid stuff?
I don't know.
Just go to team with
Look,
that.
look,
You got
I don't look.
explaining
I'm
to
a
do.
listen, listen.
No, I'm just messing
I'm
around
a
with
fan.
you, but
I'm a fan. I don't control that team. If I did, they wouldn't be doing that. Simple.
I know I'm just messing with you.
That's
But
simple.
well, I'm just messing around. But hey, look, man. See, this is the problem here, all right? And I get it. You're in college. You want to live your life. Fine. Most college kids. I know there are some college kids that don't party, which sounds crazy to a lot of college kids. But there are college kids out there. But most college kids do party. But in the current circumstances, you can't be doing there's laws, there's rules, there's regulations, everything. And I'm not just saying this on behalf of the athletes, because yeah, athletes have some really strict rules in terms of the pandemic. But you also got people in the workforce and like grocery stores and like healthcare professionals in the transit system with the trains, the buses, and the taxi cab, whatever. Everybody's got to live by the rules, and you're absolutely right. Your actions can affect other people's outcomes in the future, and that's why now, and I've been heavily advising this for a lot of people. Stick around like the same like 5 people. If you're gonna hang out with people, fine. I'm not gonna stop you from doing that. There are I go out every now and then, and I'm pretty sure everybody does. But if you're gonna do that, stick with like the relatively same amount of people, like 5 of them. Like I would say, like maximum 5.
And right, not even that, like, because you just never know who has it there too. Where I'm
Exactly. That's why I don't.
That's what
But
annoys me so much about this. It's not even that like they're going to a party. Sorry to cut you off, but I just gotta say this.
right.
Not even that they're going to a party. It's that they're not even doing the simplest things of wearing a mask.
Yeah, right. They're not paying respect to others that feel that that's the right thing to do.
Right.
And that's why I get mad. Is like if the CDC says you got to wear the mask, just wear it. I don't like it. No, a lot of people don't like it, but I do it because that's what I gotta do. They do it because that's what they gotta do. That's what they tell us to do, so we're gonna do it. And that's just the reality of life. You're not. Are you gonna whine and complain and do all this kind of stuff like a whiny little brat and be like, oh, I don't want to wear a mask because it's just uncomfortable? No, you don't do that. It's as simple as that. It's like, and not to mention, you're going out and partying in the process, sharing alcohol, whatever you guys do. You smoke weed, or whatever you do, it doesn't matter. I know how crazy those college parties get. So you're sharing all these other things with other people you've probably never even seen before. I don't know how many people are in one party or the other. It varies depending on what kind of party you're going to. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy, man. I mean, if you're gonna go out with your friends, fine, but do it like, especially in these day and age, do it the right way, please. You like a lot of people do this stuff. They don't even realize there are other people out there that are affected by this, and that kills me and so many other people mentally. So with that said, just not just the athletes, but to people in general, just take this as a lesson. If you're gonna go out with your friends, do it in not only small groups with the same people, but be smart about it, please. Because
Right.
now,
And
because of UNC's decision, or the players that were involved in that, I should say, I don't want to blame the whole system because not everybody was involved. They're costing everybody else other opportunities.
right. And I just want to read a quote by the UNC head coach Roy Williams, the legendary Roy Williams. He said, and I quote, "I appreciate the players voicing their apologies. They made a mistake. They've been fantastic for more than 8 months. In a way, they have dealt with the whole situation with the virus. But they realize they did make a mistake for which they are paying a very significant price." And you know what? I want to get to that part too. You know what I'm saying? It's not like this has happened continuously, like this whole season. It's not like this is the first time I've heard about UNC partying with somebody in UNC partying without masks. So I do believe that like they should be given a second chance. You know what I'm saying? Like even though they did something complete like a complete mistake, they should be given a chance, like a second chance. But this is just a learning experience for them too. Just be more careful. You know what I'm saying? Just realize that you play so many other teams and you could affect so many other teams by doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because and just realize that from now on, just be more careful. But with that being said, I hope that UNC and the people that were involved in this learn their lesson, and I hope that Duke and Miami, I hope that nothing. I hope that nothing really terrible happens to that those teams, and I hope that college basketball for those three teams can go back to normal pretty soon.